What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to the channel. This is another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. In today's video, guys, I want to have a look at all of the new Chief Challenge bosses added in Season 4. Now, I am currently on the test server, and the Dance of Misfortune event already started. We're going to get to it in just a second. First, I want to say a big thank you to Dragonheir for sponsoring today's video. And if you guys are new around here, new on the channel, if you haven't tried Dragonheir Silent Ghost just yet, you can download the game by using the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment or by scanning the QR code you see on the screen. So, the Dance of Misfortune, the guaranteed legendary event for Season 4, introducing Calavera, an absolute beast of a character. Cannot wait to put my hand on her. And do stay tuned. I will have a video coming on her in the next couple of days. Plus, keep an eye on the channel. I will be doing videos on each one of these challenge bosses gradually. I'm going to show you multiple teams just to kind of like help you prepare ahead of time, basically. So one thing that I kind of like want to mention in here, I had higher hopes that the developers were going to introduce some more ways on how we can actually earn the petals. And the reason why I'm saying it is because they added all sort of goodies right here. So basically, it does give people the option to pick from a different legendary, the previous ones that we had before, or their materials for inspiration. I would strongly suggest you stick with Calavera because she's going to be absolutely amazing. She is definitely a game changer, similar with Ardrat, similar with Aladia. You will be able, hopefully, to purchase them in the future. I really had hopes that they will introduce some new ways to get more petals, so maybe we can have a chance to purchase one inspiration or one legendary and the new one, but it's not the case, unfortunately. Let's dive straight into the bosses, guys. So 6 different bosses. This will end up in being the Chaos Shadow bosses in the Otherworld event, so the teams that you're building won't be wasted. Now, right here, they will have a leaderboard. So you want to score as high as possible, because from here, you're going to be able to cash in on some very good rewards. You can get mythical gear, but the main thing is getting the Echo of Clepsydra and getting, of course, the Affinity Solvent early on to allow you basically to push your teams even higher when we're talking about damage. So it's always good to try and maximize your damage for these bosses. The very first boss that we have on, guys, is going to be Rook. Now, he is a very, very nasty character, deals a lot of damage just in general, even without having any corrosion activators. So we're quickly going to check to see if anything is different in terms of what skills he has in here. So you need roughly around 280 accuracy. Keep in mind, you're going to have 50 from the elemental affinity bonuses. Corrosion converts 2% of the current blah, blah, blah. We know the drill with that. And inflicts 10% attack corrosion on all enemies every 0.5 seconds. So that gets pretty nasty, especially when he starts using his ultimate. The rest of the passives are just the standard passives, nothing too crazy. Now, he will use the battle skill twice at 6 seconds and 12 seconds. You want to make sure you're keeping your allies, most of them, out of the sight of the rats, because this skill, again, hits pretty hard. And you can easily dodge them by having two melee characters running next to Rook and spreading the rest of them on the board. But keep an eye on the videos, on the guides for each individual boss, guys. I'm going to explain you all the strategies on that. There's nothing too crazy on here. What will be very important is to have decreased attack on this boss if you want to survive long. If you have the OP characters, you won't need decreased attack, then you're just going in for full damage. But if you're looking to do it with epics and stuff, decreased attack will be mandatory, because if no, he's going to stack so much corrosion, and that will be just absolutely wrecking, okay? He will absolutely destroy your team. So this is the very first Chief Challenge bosses. In the first week, you can attack 3 bosses. On the second week, you can attack 4. On the third week, you can attack 5. And on the fourth week, you can attack 6 bosses. So what I would strongly suggest you is look at your roster, look what heroes you have, what teams you can make. Try to think a bit on yourself. Okay, I can make some very good teams for these particular bosses. Push the best teams early on and push the weaker teams towards the end of the event, okay? That's how you want to do this. Mainly, you're going to get better gear. You're going to get your Psychic Core up and running. Tons of different reasons why you want to keep the weakest teams for the end. Then we have Quesitia, which will get poison damage. Okay, that's going to be an interesting one. This is a very, very nasty nasty boss, man. Like, decrease speed from the from her freaking passive, and then just dragging one of your teammates, the one that's the most further away next to her. It's gonna be a very difficult one, I think, if she has the exact same skills. So there is a 50% chance to inflict recharge speed penalty on the attacker, which will mess up your entire time skill preset. The effect can only be triggered once every 3 seconds. The hero takes 30% decreased damage from basic attacks. Then right here, drags the furthest enemy towards the hero, inflicting necrotic damage, with a chance to put fear, knocked up, and healing prohibition. Wow, this is going to be so freaking nasty, guys. Wow. This is definitely going to be nasty, because it's going to be so hard to basically put your champions away, hide them somewhere, and just have the tank and another champion to take damage. No, this boss right here will take each one of them individually and will drag them close to her. So it's going to be a very nasty one. I do think that, considering there is a poison damage, if you have Rook, if you have Corrosion to come in, you're going to deal crazy damage quick. And it's fine if everything gets messed up. If no, again, we're really going to struggle with the poisoning here. Yes, we do have some decent characters that could potentially help us versus this boss. Having a character that can basically block all of the crowd control would be nice. A cleanser to remove the healing prohibition will be massive. The decreased attack, the recharge speed penalty. Having a block debuffs again, it will be very nice if we can even bring that in, maybe from a different elemental affinity to combo it. But it's definitely going to be very challenging, this one. Damn. I was not expecting to see her in here. This is definitely going to be a tough one, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Then we have the new one. Is basically summoning clones of himself, and this will get 100% more necrotic damage. Why is always a Radiant character that takes necrotic damage? It's strange, right? So basically, right here, we have the passive. For every 60 times of damage dealt or taken by the hero and his clones, summons a clone. As the battle starts, summons a clone, up to 2 clones on the battlefield at the same time. Okay, so that's not too crazy. This one right here will taunt again. Is AoE. You need to basically hide your characters away, have your tank to basically soak in all of the damage. We do have some pretty good tanks now for this elemental affinity, so we can definitely make it work. If not, you can combine Frost and Necro and bring a tank from the Frost if you think that's going to be better. So then he will place the clone, and the ultimate. Again, you need to dodge this by placing characters in any of the non-highlighted boxes, basically. This will give him attack speed up. He will attack all of the enemies in the area and will put attack penalty. So it's going to be pretty nasty. I don't think it's going to be anywhere as crazy as Quesitia, which is so hard to dodge. You can dodge him, you can dodge Rook by positioning your characters right. But I feel like with Quesitia is a completely different story. Let's see the next one, and then we're kind of like gonna draw the line and see which one is the hardest out of all of them. So, we have a Scatius. This is gonna be a nasty one too. He deals a lot of damage, and you can hide. So this is 100% more lightning damage. Right here, basic attacks deal additional fire damage to enemies in 3 tiles in front of the hero, and basic attacks have a chance to inflict a stack of burn. The battle skill, because he is a melee, he's not range, you could potentially dodge this skill and the passive, because you're just gonna make him attack those characters and hide the rest of them. But when he's using this, you're going to be in trouble, because this deals a lot of damage. Now, as long as they don't have burn, you're gonna be fine. So maybe a cleanser in here, spreading your characters right, block debuffs can definitely help you quite a bit. Thankfully, we can always use Nathaniel to basically help us a little bit. So that's gonna be pretty decent. I still think Quesitia, in my opinion, is the toughest one to get down from here. Then moving over to the next one, cold damage. Ooh, this is nasty too. This is gonna mess up again all of your auto teams. So that's what I don't like about it when they're using these bosses, because we want to do it on auto, And these bosses will really mess up your auto performance because of the ultimate energy manipulation or recharge speed penalty. So we have Fathom down, a very solid character in general, a very good tank, and basically the passive will have a chance to inflict attack penalty 1 on the attacker for 5 seconds. Then he has this skill right here, which will knock up and stun the enemies. Again, it is AoE, but it's just in front of him, so this you can dodge it. What you cannot dodge is this one right here. Again, the same story, a massive AoE, basically going on for 8 seconds, with each second having a chance to basically put accuracy penalty and reduce your ultimate energy by 5%. So because the hits will be random, it's gonna be pretty annoying to run this on auto, you know. So I feel like there isn't really a way on how you can go around the ultimate energy reduction for this one. Bringing in again either a cleanser, either immunity is gonna be very helpful. And the main thing is to have a recharge speed penalty on him. You don't want him to use his ultimate skill non-stop, because if he does that, you are in trouble. So recharge speed penalty is very good on every single boss, but I feel like he needs it more than anyone else, you know. So there we go. This is our 5th boss. And moving over to the 6th, which one takes the crown of being the hardest Chief Challenge boss this time around? Ooh, we have Sheena. So she is an Ice Blast character, and again, a massive AoE skill. I feel like we're fine. I feel like we're fine with this character. I don't think we're gonna have much of a trouble. Fire damage, we can easily wipe this character off. You can run melee, you can run range, up to you. Ignores the targets. 35% defense when attacking an enemy inflicted with frost. Ooh, they changed her. She's a frost character here, not an ice blast. And ignores 35% of the target's defense. Then right here, shoots frost projectiles 3 times, dealing cold damage and inflicting frost. This almost sounds like Oster to me. This sounds like Oster. Is there an Oster? Kind of like combined. Cast the spell for 6 seconds, during which deals cold damage to a random enemy every 0.6 seconds with a chance to inflict frost. Again, very important. The block debuffs here is more important than a cleanse, because if you get the frost on, this character, this boss is going to ignore defense. Decreased attack is going to be massive. Having very high defense on your tanks is not going to be necessarily the best thing. So higher HP, it will benefit them a bit more. You know, shields will be massive in here. But yeah, these are all of the 6 Chief Challenge bosses, guys. Now, one thing that I do want to mention as well. You do not need to go in with 6 teams to do 22 million damage. Now, assuming that everybody is in Season 4, that is going to face these bosses, and it's not just assuming, it's a fact, actually. Most of us have well-developed accounts. As long as we haven't took a break, or if we don't play extremely casual, where we just log in twice a week and play for 20 minutes or so, then we should have very developed accounts. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to have all of the OP characters to make this a breeze, right? So even if you're getting 11 million damage on some of these bosses is fine, I think. You only need 40 summons like that. So if you do 40 summons, 11 million damage, you're still going to get a guaranteed legendary event done. The main thing is start saving some of those summons, guys, and get prepared for it. We have a bit less than a week till the event starts, actually, not over a week. So it will be live on the server pretty soon, you know. But that's what we have in terms of bosses, guys. I feel like in terms of difficulty, you have 3 or 4 of them that have massive AoEs covering the entire area. Potentially, if you have good Radiance, I would go to do Rook. I would do Sheena as well. I would probably do a Scatius. Those will be kind of like my top 3 to start with. And I feel like Quesitia will be the last one for me. I feel like she's going to be the last one on the list for me, because she's just a bit too crazy. And basically, you want to try and score as much as possible before for the leaderboard, that will actually help you quite a bit. But I just wanted to kind of like share this with you guys. Appreciate all of you guys watching the video. Thanks again to Dragonheir for sponsoring today's video. And if you guys want to get involved, you can download the game by using the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment, or by scanning this QR code you see on the screen. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.